Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's Scribbles with Sam and I'm Sam, and today I am catching up in my Hobonichi Cousin. I have missed quite a few days. It is currently Saturday, so I have sticky notes on all of my other days, and I just thought I would show you sort of my process for getting back on track once I've fallen this behind in my Hobonichi Cousin. So you can see I have sticky notes on every page, just sort of highlighting what got done that day, which for the first 2 days is not a lot. I was sick on Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday I was just working and doing schoolwork, so not much happened on Wednesday either. Thursday, Friday is definitely where I actually have some meat and potatoes for what's going on my schedule, but yeah, so I figured we would just start with Monday and I'll take you through everything that I've got going on. I went ahead and found a couple of sticker sheets that I had in my collection. All of these are from Sticky Club. I used to be subscribed to them until I realized that I had too many stickers and I needed to start using them before I continued on with that subscription. And on Monday, I was sick all day. I didn't do anything, but I did get a subscription box in the mail. This is the wrapping from the book that I got. It's The Northern Wrath by Tilde Cold Holt. Apologies if I butchered that name. But every time Broken Binding sends a book, they wrap it nicely in this paper and you get a little sticker with it, and I like to save the sticker at least for the first book in the trilogy and put that in my journal. So this is the Hanged God trilogy, and it's about like Norse myths and fighting and gods versus people. So I pulled these stickers because I felt like they sort of fit the vibe. You know, some sea life, some creatures that are maybe a little bit scary looking. So I'm just gonna basically play around with this whole spread as being an ode to the Hanged God trilogy that I have coming in from my Broken Binding subscription. I'm gonna start by cutting this out, and then I'll see what exactly it is that I want to use of this wrapping before I finish with the rest of the page. I think I kind of want to do like a ripped circle around the circle and stick that over here. Yeah. I think that's gonna work for me. I don't really care that it's all messy. I kind of like that look, so I'm gonna keep it like that. And there's also this tape that came with the subscription that I could include somewhere. And then, of course, these stickers. So I think I'm going to kind of like maybe a layering situation like that. Sure, why not? Like, I'm just kind of going for it. Not particularly picky about how this turns out. I'm definitely more of just like a let the page turn into what it turns into kind of person. Let's see if that's gonna stick. If that doesn't stick well, I will just pull out the double-sided tape. I'm also really feeling this guy. Ooh, wait. I like the one with the water better. So I kind of want to like toss him and the lighthouse in here somewhere. Maybe we'll do like the lighthouse up here, and then him like down here. right there. Okay. And now I'm gonna maybe put in some of these ichthyology stickers. I really like this eel right here. He's calling to me. Ooh. He's a very delicate sticker. Oh my goodness, I'm scared I'm gonna rip him. Let's get tweezers. All right, so our little eel friend, I'm gonna put in this corner. I can't fix that without messing it up further. And then let's do maybe, I need like a good, here we go, gray. And we're just gonna write in Northern Wrath, which is the title of the first book. This is just a Crayola super tip that I grabbed. And let's put a little fishy. Is there one kind of like this guy? He's quirky. Like that. And maybe just another little friend for him. And I think maybe, I don't know if I need any more of that. Let's write on here. Maybe I want to cut that tape in half, yeah. Gonna rip the tape. This tape came from the packaging. And I'm gonna take my Sharpie fine point and let's write the author's name on here. Okay, so I'm just going to write down the book description and I will be right back. That'll do it for this page. I just took the description that was written on Goodreads and copied it down here so I know what the book's about. And then I just put down what other 2 books are in the trilogy. And that'll do it for this page. So let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday, I tried to be a little bit more productive and it didn't happen, unfortunately. Yeah, such is life, you know, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I ended up sleeping all day, just dreading going back to work. So, yeah, unfortunately not a lot for me to talk about on Tuesday either. I do know that Tuesday is National Draw a Dinosaur Day, so I figured what better way to fill in Tuesday then practicing my drawing skills and drawing a dinosaur for Dinosaur Day. So I think I'm gonna put draw a dinosaur day down here and then draw a couple, 1 or 2 up here. I think that's gonna be my plan. So let's pick some colors. I'm thinking, I mean, instinctively I wanna use purple, but let's see what kind of tombos we have. I think maybe we could do a blue dinosaur. Maybe we'll stick with this blue theme right here and just because there's like this blue to-dos over here. Yeah, let's do that. Just grabbed all of the blues that I have, and I'm just gonna do, I think, a big swatch with 451. And like that. And then I'm gonna take the navy color 521, if I can find it. 528 right here. And just right over this. To emphasize the word dinosaur. And then we'll take the Hobonichi and fill in draw a and day. Like that. Let's go over. All right, so I just went ahead and pulled up a reference picture on my iPad, and now I'm going to hope for the best. And I'm just gonna draw them in my Hobonichi hard tip, I think. I got a couple of different options. Maybe I should use pen. Maybe I should use pencil, but I don't know. Here's a pencil. Let's just do like a rough sketch of where we think things are gonna go, and then we'll see. So I got like maybe this guy right there, and we can give him chubby legs. Chubby leg, and he's got cute little spikes. Going all the way down, and some eyes. So maybe like one of those right there. Let's go for a pterodactyl, which is questionably not my forte, but just go like that and that. There's my little pterodactyl. Do we like him? I'm not shooting for perfection at all. I'm just trying to make cute little doodles, really. And then let's do this guy, like a little T-Rex situation. Sure, he looks adorable. And then maybe let's go for a triceratops. This will be the test of my abilities, I feel like. So these are my four dinosaurs. I ended up going a little bit bigger than I anticipated. And I think I'm gonna color them first and then go over with the Hobonichi hard tip. So just like, not really serious coloring, just like giggly coloring. I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna start with this guy and color him in 620. And I'm just gonna give him a swatch of color. Like that. And then let's do this like teal, 443, for our pterodactyl. Apparently he's going on to the other page, so I'm just gonna embrace that and send him on his way over there. Like that. And I kind of want to make the T-Rex yellow, actually. So let me pull a yellow. I'm gonna grab 991. And maybe green for our triceratops. Maybe like a fun green, like the seafoam color. We're buddies. And now I'm just gonna outline them and hope for the best. There are my little dinosaur friends. I think they are just absolutely adorable. So I'm gonna just add some hearts here, just to fill in that little blank space that I had going on. There we go. So, draw a dinosaur day. I'll go back and erase the pencil later, but I don't want to smudge all that crap. So, that's another day done in my book. Okay, I went and grabbed some stuff for Wednesday. So Wednesday, I was working all day, literally just working all day. So I got tennis cuts. I had to, make decisions on who made the team, and that part was, it's the worst part of the job for sure. And then I also got both my Illumicrate and my Evernight subscriptions. So in my old journal, I would just, Ashby, no. In my old journal, I would just tape this in and call it a day. I obviously can't just, I could, but we're talking 12 months of this, and that would be quite the bulk situation. So I think I might just cut out the logo and put like this in, maybe. And I also got the Evernight, and this looks like a thick cardboard, so I can make this thinner and put in something, either the book or just the front of the card. So let me peel this off and I'll come back. I don't usually have an issue with peeling cardboard apart. For whatever reason, I guess maybe this is too thin. It just does not want to. So my second option is just to recreate this like smoke look and put that in like right there maybe. Because I'm thinking still like this belongs in the bottom corner. And then this will go like around it like that. And then I'll talk about tennis up here. I cut this out and it's still big. So thinking maybe I'll cut the triangle out. I think I got this down to the size that I wanted it. I had to pick up the sticker down here in the corner, but that's totally fine. I can put them somewhere else. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and maybe I can just plop them back over. Yeah, I might even like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this guy in, but I'm gonna use the double-sided tape runner. All right, I like that. So now let's do this. I'm just gonna like take a gray Tombow. Which gray Tombow, I'm not sure. So this is definitely more of a warmer, so maybe I'll take both 89 and 79 and try to do something. See, I think these are over here. Starting with N89, which is our lighter color, I'm just gonna go for it. It's a really organic shape. I don't know. Let's take the darker color and maybe do some like that kind of looks extremely random, but I'm gonna go with it. And we're just gonna write Evernight over the top of it with the Tombow Hobonichi. Okay, and I'll just write the title. Sutherland. And I don't remember what book came in this box, so I'm just going to leave it for now as it is, and maybe I'll add the book over here. But that works for me. Oh, so I forgot that I printed out some pictures. I have two pictures that need to go on these spreads. This is for something else. The first one is the note that I received from the sub when I came back, and it's a little hard to see. I don't know how well. You might not be able to read it because it's like very faint, but it says, "Third period. I lost count of everyone who left." If you don't know, I teach at a high school and I have seniors. Ashby. I have seniors, and seniors do not like to stay in class. They want to leave. They don't want to be in school at all. And because they can drive, they often think that they can leave, which is a challenge in and of itself. But anyways, I got back, and if there's a sub, they're even more prone to disappearing. That's how it works. It's just so hard to keep track of them sometimes. But yeah, so if kids see there's a sub in the classroom in high school, they tend to try to skip class. So she wrote a record of all the people that left the room and tried to keep logs of when they came back, what time they left. But this day, so many people apparently walked out of the room that they couldn't keep track of it, which is insane. And I yelled at them when I got back, don't worry. But like they need to not do that. It's ridiculous. So I printed out this note because it made me laugh, as disappointed as I was in them. It did make me laugh. So yeah. So I just journaled a little bit about, I went back to work, saw the note, and then a little bit about tennis rosters being cut, and I think we're going to have really good teams this year regardless, and I'm excited for the season. And then my 2 book subscriptions came in on this day. So that's it for Wednesday. And then we have the February page, which is set up in my Plan With Me. And then we have Thursday and Friday, which I have a little bit more to write about these days. So I don't necessarily have to go out of my way to find something else to talk about, because I have plenty to talk about, I think. So on my sticky note, I have trivia. Chase was texting during trivia and got called out by the lady for being on his phone, and she was like so ready to disqualify us, even though he was just texting, which sucked. And we did not win, but it's okay. We had our very first tennis meeting as a whole team, and we had our first varsity practice with our new coach, so that was really fun. I was being really stressed about homework this day, and I had to do a lot of stuff last minute, which is not my style at all. I like to be more on top of things, so I wanted to make note of that. And then to like low points of the day is I had this ringing in my right ear before bed, and I could not sleep, and it was awful. And then my husband wasn't receiving like my Instagram reels. Like, you know, you send your friend the reel and they weren't popping up in his Instagram, and it was making me sad because he wasn't seeing all the stuff I was sending him. So that's all I have to talk about for Thursday. And I think I'm gonna start with tennis, just like go in chronological order of everything that happened. Yeah, so let's grab a color, shall we? What color am I feeling? I really liked, I used it earlier, this color. I think this was the color I used earlier. If not, it's a similar one to the one I used earlier with the dinosaurs, and I really like this color, so I want to use it for tennis. And I'm gonna just write tennis begins. Just use that as my little header. Then I'm going to go around it with the Hobonichi and outline my letters like so. I'm really excited for our tennis season. I think both of our varsity teams are pretty good. We've got some nationally ranked players joining us for the season, so I have high hopes that we will make it through playoffs. at least for the varsity. I think JV will be pretty good as well. I have high hopes about the JV girls team. I formerly was solely just the JV girls coach, so I know a lot more about the JV girls team than the boys team. But from what I can tell, I think the boys will be pretty good also. Got a lot of new kids this year, a lot of freshmen. We have a bunch of 8th graders on the team too. That's a thing that we do. So I think it'll be really good. So let me journal about this and I will be right back. Okay, I think I'm going to, I have this picture from trivia of me and my husband, and I might just plop it right there in the middle, right there, and just carry on. I like that there, so let's do it. Like that, yeah. And I'm just gonna carry on with the trend of using this orange color and write trivia and just do that again. So I wrote about trivia, and then I'm gonna put up here, I'm gonna just draw this blob, and bear with me because the blob is gonna turn to the Instagram logo. For the Instagram logo, it's just like the shape, and then it's got a circle and then a circle like that, like that, because there's technically 2 lines, so whatever, that works for me. And then I'm just gonna journal right here and this little tidbit about him not getting my reels and me being upset about it, and then down here I'll save for the ringing in my ears. And lastly, I'm just gonna write ringing in ear here, or just ringing. It wasn't so bad. I mean, it was weird. It didn't start until I was laying in bed ready to go to bed and I noticed it. But like, because of it, I couldn't go to sleep, right? Because it was keeping me awake. So we ended up just turning on the TV and put on a movie, and I fell asleep watching the movie because it was enough sound to like distract me from the ringing. And luckily by the time I woke up, it was gone. But I want to document it, especially in case it happens again, so I can be cognizant of like, what the heck is going on here? That's weird. I don't like concerned about it, you know? And that'll be it for Thursday. I ended up not talking about needing to be more on top of my homework, but that's okay. I mean, that's just something I know about anyways. So okay, so that's it for Thursday, and I think based off the time on the video, we're hitting the hour mark, and I don't think enough people love me on YouTube for me to be doing this for over an hour or hour-long videos. So I'm gonna try to keep the journaling with me is under an hour, like about an hour. And so I'll do Friday on my own, but it's gonna look pretty much exactly like this is gonna look. I'm just gonna talk about all of the things that I did. Primarily, I really wanted to film this video so you could see, like, look, nothing happened this day. Nothing happened this day, or Monday. And I found something that I could do to take up the page, because there's always something in your day that is worth documenting. Even if it's just, this is a national wacky holiday and I'm gonna try my skills at drawing a dinosaur. Like, it's just silly and fun. And you know, if I didn't have that, like, maybe I would write down the lyrics to a song that was stuck in my head or something like that. You know, there's tons of things to do for days when you're sick, and you can fill up your pages without having to fill up your pages, if you know what I mean. All right, so I think that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for coming along with me. and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.